1 p.m. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Federal Cabinet meeting is underway in Islamabad with the Prime Minister in the chair to discuss the overall political and economic situation of the country. The Foreign Minister has lauded the role of the British parliamentarians of Pakistani origin in bringing the two countries closer. The Minister for Aviation says steps are being taken to make Road to Makkah project a success. The World Bank will provide $918 million in loan to Pakistan for increasing domestic revenue and development of higher education sector. In occupied Kashmir, the Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred two more youths in Islamabad, Anantnag district today. And now the news in detail. A meeting of the Federal Cabinet is underway in Islamabad with the Prime Minister Imran Khan in the chair. The meeting is discussing the overall political and economic situation of the country. The Foreign Minister Shah Mehmood Qureshi says the British parliamentarians of Pakistani origin have a key role in bringing the two countries closer. Talking to Pakistani origin members of the British Parliament in London, he said the role of these parliamentarians has always been positive and commendable. The British parliamentarians of Pakistani origin assured the Foreign Minister of their due role for upholding Pakistan's security and safeguarding the national interests in other matters. Addressing representatives of the Pakistani business community in the United Kingdom in London, the Foreign Minister Shah Mehmood Qureshi invited the Pakistani community in the United Kingdom to benefit from pro-investment policies of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf government and invest in Pakistan. The minister said PTI government has introduced a new visa regime for investors and also promoting tourism sector on priority basis. The foreign minister said welfare of Pakistani overseas community is the priority of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf government. The Minister for Aviation, Ghulam Sarwar Khan, says the aviation division is taking steps to make Road to Makkah project a success. In a statement, he said under the program, Pakistani pilgrims will go through the customs and immigration process at Pakistani airports before leaving for Hajj. The minister said the government will facilitate the Hujjaj at all levels. The Special Assistant on Information and Broadcasting, Dr. Firdaus Ashikawan, says PTI government has allocated over 800 billion rupees for Sindh under the National Finance Commission Award, whereas in the outgoing fiscal year, the amount was over 600 billion rupees. In a statement on Twitter today, she said this shows the importance being given to the federating units by the federal government. She said those who are trying to create hindrance in the adoption of the budget are not serious in the development of the country. The advisor on commerce, Abdul Razak Daud, has stressed for removing non-tariff barriers between Pakistan and Iran for the promotion of their bilateral trade. He was talking to the Iranian Parliamentary Friendship Delegation led by Dr. Ahmad Amir Abadi Farahani in Islamabad today. The advisor said both Pakistan and Iran should take maximum benefit from the preferential trade agreement, which became operational back in 2006. Ahmad Amir Abadi Farahani said Pakistan and Iran should work collectively for the region's economic stability. The World Bank is to provide over $900 million in loan to Pakistan for the execution of 3 programs aimed at increasing domestic revenue and development of higher education sector. The ceremony to sign the agreement was held in Islamabad and witnessed by the advisor to the Prime Minister on Finance, Abdul Hafiz Sheikh. Of the total amount, $400 million will be used in a program aimed at increasing the domestic revenue of Pakistan by broadening the tax base. It includes increasing tax to GDP ratio to 17%, increasing the active taxpayers to 3.5 million, reduce the compliance burden of paying taxes, and improving the efficiency of customs controls. In occupied Kashmir, the Indian troops in the fresh act of state terrorism martyred two more Kashmiri youths in Islamabad and Anantnag district today. The youths were killed by the Indian troops during coordinated search operation in Waghama in Beej Bihara area of the district. American President Donald Trump says Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency will begin the process of removing the millions of illegal aliens from next week. In a tweet, he said immigrants who have illicitly found their way into the United States will be removed as fast as they come. In New Zealand, a man by the name Philip Arp, who shared a live stream video of the Christchurch mosque attacks, has been jailed for 21 months. Christchurch District Judge Stephen O'Driscoll said it was cruel of Philip Arps to share the video in the days after the attacks. And finally, cricket in the ICC Cricket World Cup 2019. England will take on Afghanistan at Manchester today. The match will start at 1430 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Radio Pakistan will broadcast live updates of the ICC World Cup matches on its FM 101 network. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link, facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.